Hey there, and welcome to another edition of Sit and Spin. I'm your host, Joe, with me, my co-host, Norman the Wonder Mike. Look, he just said hi. And today we're going to be doing another You May Have Missed episode. This time we're going to be talking about the band Queens of the Stone Age and their new album, Like Clockwork. Queens of the Stone Age first debuted out of the dissolution of the band Caius back in the late 90s. Pretty much the main founding member has been Josh Holmes, lead singer, guitarist, plays piano as well. And they've had kind of not so much a rotating lineup of band members, but there have been people who've come and gone in the band, like Nick Olivieri, who was originally the bass player for Caius as well, was the bass player, and he got fired or left, depending on who you want to believe. And then they've had other people in the band, but it's pretty much been like Troy Van Leeuwen on guitar. After Nick Olivieri left, they had Michael Schumann on bass, Dean Ferretta, who is a guitarist and keyboardist and multi-instrumentalist, and a longtime drummer Joey Casalillo, who also recently left. But they've also had people like Dave Grohl on drums as well, who plays drums on a number of this album. And Mark Langen from the Streaming Trees has been a member on and off of the band throughout the years. And of course, Dave Grohl and Josh Homme have a nice little side project with John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin called Them Crooked Vultures, which came out a few years ago. And one of the other guys who also tends to contribute to Queens of the Stone Age albums is my man, Elaine Johannes, who also contributes to the many side projects that Josh Homme does, like Eagles of Death Metal and stuff like that. Basically, it's very much an indie form of rock and heavy rock. Sometimes it's called stoner rock. Sometimes it's called desert rock, which is the one I like because basically Holmes got this cool little pad out in the middle of the desert and nowhere where he likes to get inspired by the scenery and the sounds around there to create his music. But this is the band's first album since 2007's Era Vulgaris, which was a really great record. And like a lot of Queens of the Stone Age albums, I didn't immediately take to it. When this one came out, I was just kind of like, it's another Queens of the Stone Age album. But really, it's a great record, and I find that records just have to grow on me and reveal themselves a little bit more, and this record was no exception. But again, it's a grower. The more I listen to it, the more I really, really, really like it. It's their first album on Matador Records, and also features, like, along with the cast of characters that play in the band, a lot of special guests. Trent Reznor's on this record. Aforementioned Dave Grohl plays on it. Nick Oliveri's back on one for a track. Brody Dale from the Distillers is on it. James Lavelle, Alex Turner, and Sir Elton John plays on the title track, Like Clockwork, which is one of my favorite tracks on the album. It's got a very cool 70s vibe, great guitar solo, just a really cool, slow ballad type track, and it's really great. Other standout tracks, some of my favorites, the one that's playing right now, I Sat by the Ocean, The Vampire of Time and Money is really great, If I Had a Tail, My God is the Sun is another standout, Smooth Sailing. But all in all, another great record from Queens of the Stone Age. Very much an album. Like I said, you want to let this one grow on you and simmer for a while. Just throw it on. You really need to listen to the whole thing. You can't just like do little starts and fits with this record. You just want to kind of put it on and be able to spend some time with it for it to really sink in and appreciate it. And again, give it, if the first time doesn't work, give it some repeated listenings because eventually it will do that for you. But Queens of the Stone Age, Like Clockwork, it's available on CD or in two different vinyl versions. There is a 45 RPM version and standard 33 and a third RPM version. One, I forget which one's which, but one has the red cover like this, and the other one has a light blue cover. You can check it out. I did not for the vinyl version. I just went for the CD. Probably should have gotten the vinyl version because with this record, it sounded like that. And speaking of vinyl, hopefully you're checking out my friend Scott over at Righteous Vinyl, as well as the guys over at Riff of the Day, who also play some pretty righteous guitar riffs in themselves. But that's it for this episode of Sit and Spin. We will catch you later on the next time, and thanks for tuning in. See you later. Bye.